Hey everybody, it's Village Trustee Chad Woodworth here. Wow, we just had our December board meeting and 3 pages of notes, so we got a lot done. But I wanted to we started off with the swearing in of our 2 new village board members, and so that's Nicole Walton and Melissa Greco-Lopez. They were sworn in. It was a beautiful ceremony. And we had a couple special guests. In the audience, we had our 2 new New York State Supreme Court justices, David Seguenza and Darius Lind were there. And then Tanya Ettinger, one of our family court judges, was there too. So it was nice to see them, and thanks to them for coming out. And then afterward, we actually had a special show by the East Rochester High School Select Choir. And so they did a Christmas song, and then to open our meeting, they did the national anthem. And that was really beautiful. And so thank you to them and to their teacher for doing that with us. We got so much done at our meeting. I'm going to briefly go over it, and I'm going to have to break it into a few more videos over the next couple days. Briefly, if you're going away out of town and you want the police department to check in on your house, go ahead, give them a call, and they will make sure to do that. Our resource center in November served more than 100 families. Obviously, this was like for Thanksgiving and other things too, but Tasha Perona, our resource center, does a tremendous job. So thank you. DPW wants people to know that because Christmas and New Year's Day fall on a Thursday, if that's your trash pickup day, they'll pick it up on Friday. We amended a contract with Parenton for our fire protection district. Our fire department serves more than East Rochester. We get compensated for that. So we amended that contract. We appointed 2 new part-time police officers. These would be per diem police officers who would pick up empty shifts. We've recently had 2 of our full-time police officers leave ERPD, and so we've got some holes in the schedule we got to fill. We also voted to send a potential new police officer to academy. This does cost the village some money. They'll go to the academy for 6 months and then hopefully come to us as a full-time police officer. If another municipality hires them, then we actually get paid back. We set 2 public hearings, one for a short-term rental registry, Airbnbs, Verbos. How do we make sure that they're safe? How do we make sure that, they fit the character of the community? And then local law number 2 for 2026 will be that cannabis zoning law that we've spoken about. I have a lot of thoughts on that. I'll do another video, and we really need public comment on this. We appointed our first RAM restricted active member to our fire department. So these are people under 21 years old who want to serve in our fire department. They would be in a support role. They get more familiar with the equipment and the vehicles. And the idea is that hopefully they'll become volunteer firefighters when they become more than 21. If you know somebody who is even a part-time resident of ER, because say they go to college, this is a great opportunity for them to get involved. We set a joint public meeting on January 15th with the town of Pittsford. This is regarding the annexation of the scrapyard over on Linden. That's another thing that I think is great for East Rochester. We'll talk more about it. But that'll bring 5 parcels that are currently in the town of Pittsford into our town. We're beginning the budget process. So if you have thoughts about how we should or should not spend money, is there a source of revenue that we're not tapping? How can we spend your tax dollars wisely? Contribute your thoughts now. Reach out to me, and we can talk about it. And we can make sure that everybody's tax dollars are spent well. We're pursuing grants for pedestrian safety. We got a big $200,000 grant to help with Bluff Drive, where there's sort of that S-curve where a lot of vehicles go off the road. Really excited for that too. We're going to pursue a grant for our farmers market, and we actually would pass through some of that money to farmers that would then commit to bring produce to our farmers market. So that could be great for our nascent market. And we got a grant to refinish North Lincoln Road. There's a lot of businesses on that road over on the north side, and that road's in really rough shape. This would be a milling and repaving of that to bring it up to standards. And lastly, we're going to be pursuing a tree inventory. This is something we're actually going to be able to locate the health and the species, approximate age of all these trees, and of course their location, and that'll help us get more money to plant more trees in East Rochester. When the town cuts down a tree, we try to plant 3 trees for every one that we cut down. That's because only a certain number of trees make it to maturity. This is part of our plan to improve our urban canopy, and it'll raise property values and just make East Rochester an even more beautiful place to live. That was the crash course about what we did in December. Congratulations to Nicole Walton, Melissa Greco-Lopez, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody, all the other holidays. I hope you and your family have a great time. Thanks. Bye.